Good morning, gardening friends. It's now Thursday. I think it's the 3rd of April, but I've been wrong on that before. It's about 9:15 in the morning. I haven't had any updates this week because I've just been really busy. So let me see if I can kind of run through things quickly before people start arriving. And I got a bunch going on around here, and we'll just see how much I can get done before the contractors show up. So I'm not sure how well I covered this last weekend, but I went out and got some 6-packs of flowers. I just got tired of waiting for stuff to germinate and pop. So we've got in the first 4 planters on the curve, we've got snapdragons. And then beyond that, on the outer ring, I've got some petunias and some marigolds. I still had some left over, and I haven't actually had a chance to fulfill any plans with what's left over, but basically once I used up what I could of 3 6-packs, I had 6 plants left, and those are basically sitting in one of those 6-packs and still getting water, so we'll go from there. I'll update you when I actually get around to doing something with them. I ate the strawberry. It was delicious. I'm hoping this will capture the fact that I've got flowers all over both of the tomato plants, so that makes me quite happy. And actually, here are the 6-packs in question. You can see I've got a petunia sticking up there. That's the 6-pack that has, let's see, 2 of the snapdragons, I think it's 1 marigold and 3 petunias left, so I gotta figure out where to plant them. But also, if you look in the lower planter, I'll get you a little closer here. If you look real carefully, you can see in the upper left, which is the hard rock tomato, I've actually got a sprout. That makes me happy. And out in the courtyard, the marigolds and the side planters are starting to get big. The purple flowers on this, which I still haven't completely identified, are curling up a bit. I don't know if it's supposed to put out flowers that just keep opening every day. Maybe it's too early in the day, or maybe it actually puts out multiple flowers and these have finally passed. But the snapdragons here have not passed. They're actually really exploding, and I'm really happy with that. Unfortunately, the Persian buttercups are not doing well, so I may pull the buttercups, and that might be what I do, is just take these 2 pots and put the other snapdragons that I have along with these. So it'll be 3 pots in a row with snapdragons, maybe in varying heights too, because I know there are different varieties with different heights. So we'll see what happens with that. That takes us to the square planters. This one looks like one of those little stalks kind of folded over. And this one seems to be putting out more shoots. I'm starting to wonder if these are really 4 o'clocks or not. I seem to remember the flowers opening up a little bit more than what I see here. But it's an interesting plant. The petunias seem to really like this planter, and so does the artichoke. Is doing much. It's continuing to grow, so we'll see what happens. Here's one of our glorious ginkgo trees coming back, and the hanging planters. Looks like actually the 2 further planters need some help. I'm not seeing the nasturtium growing in them, I'm seeing grass, so I think I need to plant some more seeds and see what we can do with that. That takes us around to the pergola where plants are growing. There was a point at which it looked like they were actually starting to fade because I hadn't watered them in a few days, but they're holding up right now. And actually we've had some rain this week. The rain doesn't get in there and hit those plants because they're under cover. Let me show you. The whole pergola structure, as you can see, there's the pergola down below, is under an overhang, so they pretty much, unless the rain's going sideways, the plants don't get wet. Bottom line, everything's looking healthy here. And finally that takes us to the north courtyard, where we've got this one planter. The rest of the planters aren't actually mine, I just kind of help maintain them. But this is the one with the black-eyed Susan, and I planted some more seeds. Looks like we got one sprout, and it looks like it's going to be a morning glory or moonflower, one or the other, just based on the shape of the leaves, those heart-shaped leaves. I think that's it for today. We'll see if I get anything else done by Saturday, and we'll see about a post then. So that's it for today's update. Good evening, gardening friends. It's now Saturday at about 4:30, and it's time for the final update of the week. Let's take a look around. Couple more yummy strawberries on the way. These ones are a bit smaller, but I suspect that's because of the transplant that kind of shocked them into developing, and let's see if it puts out more. I can actually see a couple more that look like they're on the way. So anyway, on a lemon cucumber you can see some dead leaves there. I think it's now finally getting through the shock that it had from transplant. I don't see any flowers on it yet, but hey, it's early. We'll see. Salad greens in general are doing very nicely, and I guess I've got a few carrots to enjoy too. You know, I've been showing you a lot of the patio tomato. This is the yellow pear. Sorry, I'm tired. It's been a crazy week. You can see that I've got quite a few flowers on there, mainly up here and down there, and some more over here, and there's one over there. And I've also been spanking my tomatoes in hopes that that will help. The flowers on the curved planters are doing nicely. They're starting to pop. Everything seems to have survived transplant. A couple of them have given up a couple of flowers, but overall everything that I transplanted late last week seems to have done nicely. Out in the courtyard you might be able to see some difference, quite a bit of color. I'm really enjoying that. More specifically, the flowers in the pink pot actually seem like they're passing at this point, but I keep giving it water, hopefully not too much, and we'll see what continues to develop. And yesterday I transplanted the remaining plants that I had in the 6-pack sitting there, wondering what to do with them. So we've got the petunia on the left, we've got a marigold, then we've got a snapdragon, a smaller snapdragon there. I can kind of see some buds on there, but it hasn't quite grown up yet. Then we've got the $1 snapdragon that's doing beautifully, and to the right of that, one more of the smaller snapdragons. And since I'm running critically low on battery, I think I'll wrap up here with the artichoke planter, and you can see the petunias have spread out quite nicely. And I did plant the 2 remaining petunias that I had in that 6-pack over in the planter next to it. So we'll see what happens with those. So this is the Budget Gardener signing off and saying, may your thumb be green.